Quaza here, and today we have a battle against Cinema. So as you can see, this was like shortly after Pokemon came off, as you can definitely tell by the teams, because I've got a pretty standard rain team, which I feel a little bad about, but it's just how it works. I mean, I wanted to test out rain, it looks like Cinema wanted to test out some sun thing with chlorophyll, shiftry, and then like ambipom. So here, I was expecting like an ambipom lead because of fake out, so I led off with my Genesect. Douse Drive, and he leads off with his ambipom like I expected. So, first turn, I'm like, he's probably just gonna fake out. I'm just gonna click U-turn just in case he doesn't. But yeah, I was correct. He goes for fake out, because his only other option was really going for U-turn, seeing the Douse Drive. So now I make a really good play and go for U-turn again, which is basically a play everyone would do with Genesect, so I can't really say it's the best play in the world. But I go for U-turn. He goes into his Naruto, which is great because his Ninetales box, or Ninetales if you're not a fan of Naruto, I can now pivot into my Choice Specs Politoed, get up my rain, and kill just about everything, and everything on the team takes at least 60% from a Specs Hydro Pump in the rain. That does include the Latios. Unless the Latios is Soldew, which you can't run because Soldew isn't in this game. So, I feel really safe. He decides to stay in and go for Energy Ball. Probably just sacking it because he knows that he doesn't want to really lose anything. Doesn't know how much shift he's going to take. Maybe he thought I was going to double back into my Genesect. You know, he would have gone for Flamethrower if he was going to double into my Genesect. I was sort of expecting Sunny Day. Maybe he didn't expect to outspeed me or something. Now, I'm like, this is going to fake out. There's no reason for me to stay in. I should just go back into my Genesect, and we should do the first play of the game all over again. Except maybe I'll fire off the Techno Blast instead. I've got that Techno Blast water, plus the boosted rain. Means basically destruction, plus the special attack boost means something's going to take a crap load of damage from Techno Blast. So I stay in here. I take a Thunder Punch, and I go for Techno Blast. Now, here, I believe I looked away, so I didn't know who outsped the other, and I just magically thought he lived on 1 HP, but now we see he definitely has a Focus Sash, and he does outspeed me and kills me from a Thunder Punch. Which, I probably shouldn't have sacked Genesect, because I sort of need it for Shiftry, but I'll make do. Now, I pivot into my Entei, and the screen froze. All you need to know is he switched into his Latios, preserving his ambipom, and I extreme speeded him. I don't know, this recording must have got messed up when Afroman recorded it. Again, shout out to Afroman. There was a link in the channel, and there was a link at the beginning of the video, and there was a little button that you can click. The button will probably reappear here in case you missed it for about 10 seconds. So go ahead and click that. And he goes for Dragon Pulse. I just switched to my Politoed to get up the rain. I didn't expect it to even live a hit, but it managed to live a hit. And then he kills me off with Psychic. And he crits me with Psychic, even though it doesn't really matter, proving that he isn't choiced. Now I go into my Dragonite because I'm thinking, his strongest move to hit me was Dragon Pulse, but he actually reveals Ice Beam right here. And I was like, well, crap, that's going to do a lot even with multi-scale. And I was like, don't freeze because I might have the Lumberry, but then I'll get confused and hit myself in confusion, and then you can switch in anything and set up. So you can basically sack something and set up. Or you can just switch into something that resists, or go into Ambipom and kill me with the fake out that you saved from earlier. Which is what he does. He goes into his Ambipom, fake out, kills me. And I go down. And now I can go into my Entei, say, would you like to go into something else and take a crap load of damage? Or would you like to sack your Ambipom, which isn't really doing anything for you? He decides to do the good play, sacks his Ambipom here. That was a really nice play on his part because I actually did get a crit there, but obviously it didn't matter. It probably would have killed just about anything else that came in with that crit though. Now he goes into his Medicham. So, as Medicham Mega Evolves, and I have no idea speeds, but I'm feeling that he isn't running speed on his Medicham for some reason, because I'm pretty sure I typically outspeed, but just because of speeds. I'm pretty sure I outspeed because I am adamant because I have extreme speed, and you have to have adamant if you have extreme speed. Yeah, as you can see, this game actually gets really close about here because my Entei really My Entei's in a bad situation right here. So he makes a really nice play, switches into his Shiftry, because he needs the Medicham to win. Now, keep in mind here that I don't know all the moves his Medicham has, but I have an idea of what moves it possibly has based off Thunder Punch. I believe there's several sets that run Thunder Punch, but anyway, he kills me off with Shiftry of Dark Pulse. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, and Entei dies. Now, here is a situation. I have 2 Pokemon left. I have Keldeo and Latios, both of which have full HP. Now, I go into my Keldeo kill with Hydro Pump, because I'm like, this is going to kill off his last Pokemon. So now, he goes into his Volcarona. Well, he has Volcarona and Medicham versus my Keldeo and my Latios. And I knew he had Volcarona from the team preview because I wrote down teams. So I was like, I don't want a revenge kill with Latios, or he gets a free Quiver, and he might be able to sweep me if he has Hurricane or some sort of flying move. Or I don't even know how much freaking Bug Buzz does, and HP Ground would probably do a decent amount if he runs a Featureant. But as you can see here, I'm Scarfed and I outspeed him anyway and kill him off with a Hydro Pump. I thought he was going to be sashed, and he might have been able to kill me before I killed him. So now he goes into his Medicham. Now this right here is important. I miss Hydro Pump, and he hits me with Thunder Punch, and I live on 1 HP. Now, this is important to keep in mind. If he would have killed me there, and he's running Ice Punch, which with the Elemental Punch that we saw, and Drain Punch, I'm thinking he runs either Ice Punch, he runs Psycho Cut, and either Ice Punch or Fire Punch. If he runs Ice Punch, my last was frickin' Latios, as you can see here with my mouse cursoring over, which you probably won't see. But if he's running max speed, and he outspeeds my modest Latios, he could have I'm pretty sure that would kill with Ice Punch. So that was an incredibly close game, Cinema. Go check out his channel. He's an awesome guy. Peace, YouTube.